Hi everyone, welcome to this week's weekly Oracle card. This is the card that I pull for my community every single week. And before I start, I just want to run through how I do this for you. So somebody's prompted me today to say that actually the way that I do this is quite interesting and people might want to know about that. So I'll just share that with you. What I do is I ask the cards, whichever set I'm drawn to every week, what's the best message to give out to the community this week. And when I ask the question, I'm touching each of the cards and then I shuffle them, and whichever card pops out is the one that I deliver to you every single week. Now, today we've got two cards, and what I do when I look at my cards, I personally look at the picture, I see what the picture's telling me, I look at the words and see if that resonates as well. And often if you get two cards together, you can have a slightly different meaning to what the original card is telling you. So for today, we've got two cards, and I would say that that's brought out a slightly different meaning to the first original card, and I will go into that in more detail. So we got our first card, which was Justice, and as you can see, we've got this gorgeous woman, long red hair, another redhead, love it, holding two balances, two scales in her hand, the old style scales. And what this card's saying to me is it's time to take stock. It's time to look at, are you balanced? Are you centered? Are you feeling aligned in what you're doing? The card itself is saying justice, and often that can mean things like, is the fairness in the air? Are you looking at both sides? Are you looking at both sides fairly? Now, the second card that was brought out was Talent. And this is a gorgeous kind of ballerina style woman stood on her tiptoes with her arms in the air, looking at the point that she's focused on. So for me, the two cards together are a very clear message. It's not necessarily about justice in the sense of fairness. What it's telling me is, are you balanced? Are you giving yourself the grace? Are you looking at things in a good light, a good perspective? When we're often pushing and pushing and pushing for an outcome to come about, we can be pushing one type of energy, pushing that masculine energy, trying to make things happen, trying to make things work. And what this card is saying, you need to take a step back from that. You need to add some balance into your life. You need to look at your successes and look at your failures and take good stock of each of them. Get the lessons, see what they're telling you. It's not a good or a bad thing to do. When you're pushing, you're not taking stock of the beauty that's actually there. So this card is saying, take a breath, stop, realign, refocus, recenter yourself, because you might have been exhausting a lot of energy into one certain thing and it's not actually being productive for you. You need to take a step back. You need to tap into your heart. You need to tap into your own inner wisdom. You need to get your energies aligned and see things from a clearer perspective. And that is relating to your own talent. So you might have been thinking that everybody around you is doing things better than you. You're looking at others and comparing yourself. You're feeling not good enough because you're looking at things around you. And this is really saying you need to stop. You've got your own beauty, you've got your own talent, you've got your own way of doing things, you've got your own way of interacting with the world. And you have to find that balance within yourself so that you can keep looking at your North Star, you can keep looking at your forward place and keep your own balanced approach to it, which is your inner beauty, not anybody else's. No one else can do this thing that you're doing as good as you. So you just need to keep centered at your own forward point. And as long as you're making progress in that way, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter whether you get there this year, next year, whether you do it as well as someone else. None of that counts. It's all about you. What have you got to offer? What is your secret talent? What is that thing that will start to come to fruition when you get yourself centered, aligned, and balanced. So please take a bit of time out, take a rest, get off that treadmill of this crazy thought of thinking you're not there yet, you're not good enough, you're not ready, whatever it is that you're telling yourself. Just breathe, take stock, get yourself centered, get yourself balanced, and see what your potential is that's trying to come out, but you're just hiding it through all this worry and all the nonsense thoughts that you've been having lately. And none of that counts. It's all about you, your own path. Your timing is perfect. Where you are now is exactly where you're meant to be. So please never forget that. And just trust that you've got this magic within you to shine as well, regardless of what anybody else around you is doing. So I hope you can take that message for this week. If anybody would like a private reading with me, please get in touch. I'll send you the details, or the links are in the podcast details below. And I would love to go in depth and see what you're really struggling with, see how we can get over it, and get you to that point where you can believe in yourself and know that that inner magic is ready to shine, because it will be. So if you're struggling, book yourself a session. And this is an ideal time to take stock at the minute, because we've got a new moon coming on Friday, which is all about setting them new intentions. So we're in the waning moon phase, and this is all about realigning, reevaluating, taking stock of what's just happened. So perfect cards for this time, perfect cards for this week, and I hope you agree and enjoy them. And please get in touch if you would like a personal reading from me. Speak soon. Bye.